Welcome to Inspiring People, the show about inspiring people, those who are inspired and those who inspire others. We all know them. They're good examples, they're supportive, they embrace life, they live inspiring lives in their day-to-day actions, and in turn, inspire others to do the same. Hi, welcome to Inspiring People. My name is Mary Otto, and I'm the host of the show. With me today is Ida Gimble. Welcome to the show, Ida.
Hi.
Glad to have you here. Would you state your full name, including your middle name, please?
Ida Arlene Gimble.
Okay. And Ida, where are you from? Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Selfridge, North Dakota, on the North Dakota-South Dakota border. Our house was in North Dakota, and across our mailbox was in South Dakota, across the road.
That made you pretty unique right off the bat. Okay, and how many brothers and sisters do you have, or did you have?
There were 11 of us in the family, and I was right in the middle. There were 5 older and 5 younger.
Okay, and what did your parents do?
They farmed.
Okay, and did you, you went to school then in?
Maple Leaf, South Dakota.
Maple Leaf? Oh, that's great. Maple Leaf, South Dakota. And after you left school, what did you do then?
We moved to Mobridge, South Dakota, and wasn't there very long, and I got married.
And you got married. Well, good. And you and your husband have how many children?
We have 4.
Okay, 4 children. And why don't you tell me a little bit about your children?
My oldest is Clyde, and he lives in Otter Tail, and he retired from teaching in June.
He was with New York Mills, right?
Yes. He taught all the years, 32 or 33 years in New York Mills. His first school, and there's where he stayed.
Oh, that's pretty great.
And he has 2 children. And the next one is Dale, and he lives in Browerville, and he's a real estate broker, and his office is in Long Prairie, Minnesota. And they have 3 children. And then it's Judy. She lives in Wadena, works in a jewelry store there. And they have 3 children. And the youngest one is Bill. They live in Garfield. He works in Alexandria. And they have 2 children.
So you have 10 grandchildren, and 10 grandchildren and
12
great-grandchildren. Well, one of the things that makes Ida so inspiring is that she is still so very actively involved in a lot of community activities and so on. And so the person who wrote to me about Ida had listed some of the things in there, and then as I've been talking with her, I've gotten a real idea of just how inspirational this woman is. So why don't we talk about some of the things, Ida, that you do. First of all, I understand that you volunteer quite a bit, right? So why don't you tell us about some of your volunteer experiences?
Well, I guess the most volunteering I do is with the Senior Companion Program. And right now I have 4 clients. The youngest one is 89. I take them to appointments and get their hair done and play cards with them and just visit with them.
And they're always so grateful for that, aren't they? I'm sure they just love to have you stop by. And how often do you do that?
I see each one once a week.
Okay.
Most of them are 3 to 4 hours, except one. I only get to spend 2 hours with her.
Okay. Oh, what a wonderful thing. And I understand also that you volunteer for the food shelf. Tell us a little bit about what you do there.
Well, we pack the food that they get. We stock the shelves and whatever needs to be done. I do that on Monday mornings.
Okay. And that's another really fine organization, isn't it, for community, and so needed now, it seems, by so many people. I understand, too, that you're in a card club. Tell us a little bit about your card club.
Oh, yeah, I belong to a bridge club. There's 5 of us in the bridge club, and we meet in the homes, usually Monday afternoons. And then I got another card group that we meet in the evening. And one of the ladies is 96 years old and sharp as a tack.
Now, if you're keeping track at home of what her days must look like, there's still more to come, just so you know. She jam-packs a lot into these days. Okay, quilting.
Yeah.
I know you like to quilt.
At the church, we meet on Thursdays. We don't quilt, we tie.
Oh, tying group.
But last year we made about 320 that we...
That's 320 quilts.
Yeah.
Right, okay. And what did you say your name is? I think this is just great. The name of the group you said?
The cut-ups.
The cut-ups.
The cavalry cut-ups.
Okay,
that's what we are.
That's what you are, the cut-ups, yes. And who are the recipients of your quilts? Who do you give them to?
Oh, we give them to the hospital, to the nursing homes, to send some across to the Lutheran Social Services. And we keep some for fires. We give a baby quilt to each baby that's baptized. We give the graduates a bed throw and various crisis center. And
Well, good for you guys. Cut-ups, I like the name. Okay, you also belong to a homemakers club. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's the Hope Homemakers Club, and it's over 50 years old now. And we get lessons from the extension office. It's a fun group to belong to. We meet in the homes.
Okay. And again, you're keeping track of the different groups now. And then you just recently told me that you're going to be going on a trip, right?
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about that trip.
Well, I turned 80 December 20th, and I told my kids, I do not want a party. I do not want an open house. So they didn't do either, but they brought a cake to the church for 200 people.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't a party, was it, Ida?
And there they all stood as we come walking out. And then the pastor announced it was my birthday, my 80th birthday, and that somebody was sending me to Jamaica with a mission team.
Okay.
So
you're leaving for Jamaica, and what is your mission team going to do there?
They build a house over there, but I'll probably be working in the orphanage, they tell me.
Oh, is that right? Oh, and
my brother and sister did this for me.
Oh, my. So I was telling her about my experience working in Jamaica, and I know she'll have a fine experience there, and you will inspire a lot of the people you meet down there, too, Ida. So you're looking forward to that, and when do you leave?
4th of March.
4th of March.
Which is pretty close, and I don't have a passport.
We're working on that. We're working on that, Brian. We'll see what we can do here. Well, really, to hear you tell about all the things that you're currently doing now, what did you want to be when you grew up? What did you think you'd be doing when?
I wanted to be a hairdresser.
You wanted to be a hairdresser.
Instead of that, I was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, well, that's quite a fulfilling job in itself.
Well, they were all in school.
And then you did work outside the home for a while, right?
Yeah, when I was 47 years old, I started waitressing.
And how long did you do that?
Probably 12 years.
12 years as a waitress. So, well, thank you so much for being a guest on the show. And you're everything. When I got the letter about Ida, and now that I've met her, she's everything that was said in that letter. Thank you so much for being here.